All right, welcome to some office hours. We're going to answer any questions you guys have about practicing, about sheet music, about technique. And I'm kind of practicing things along the way. And what I'm going to do is, in addition to showing you guys a couple of ways I like to practice, I'm also going to answer your questions. And another thing is that I'm creating a folder. I created a folder to give you guys a couple PDFs today. So this is not for our normal all access group, Chord Academy, or YouTube channel membership. This is for YouTube subscribers. So if you're a subscriber of my YouTube channel, I have some charts for you. I'm going to put the link right here, and it is a lockdown folder. In other words, I just have to hit approve, and then you can download these charts right away and start enjoying these. So the first one is we're doing this blues for Marla, and I have some really nice jazz chords as well. So we're going to go over some really cool jazz chords as the second thing. So 2 chances to get free charts for my YouTube subscribers. What's up, Vance? Vance does not need to click anything because he is an elite member of the YouTube channel. All right, so get some free PDFs for the YouTube subscribers. Now's your chance. And Vance, how are you? And let's talk about anything related to music, any kind of practicing or tips or something, question you might have about today's training that we did earlier. Anything goes. In the meantime, I'm going to do some practice of this chart right here, Marla's Blues. You're right. Maybe a little blues scale. There's a little Vance for you. So let me just stop this really quickly and then give you guys a couple of tips. So with these PDFs, as a perfect example, this one PDF, all I'm doing is mixing and matching one page of ideas. So Blues for Marla, where did it go? Blues for Marla starts off, so it does this 6 up to the flat 7 and the 5th or the 9th up to the major 3rd. A really good example of working that 4th finger, which I need help in myself with my shoulder issue. But then it goes up to the does that tritone interval, which is so nice. The 3rd to the, if you think of an F, it's like the 3rd down to the flat 7. But it's this whole idea of this shape area right here. Whatever blues key you're in, this is a nice shape. 5, 6, root, minor 3rd to major 3rd. All right, so you're working on the chords for this morning. Awesome. And you're working on A train as well. Very cool, Vance. I love to hear that. And Vance, you could even, just a tip related to that, which I'm sure you picked up on, is if I was playing the A train and I go, and I play 1, and then I'm at 2, and then 5, you could actually put that, and I think I might have demonstrated this yesterday, but you can go, so you can use the thing from this morning where we go. So you can use that as a 3, 6, 2, 5, or there's a nice turnaround. Awesome, yeah. All right, so I need everybody. Vance, do me a favor. If you're at your keyboard, you can type. Make sure everybody knows that my YouTube subscribers, if you're just subscribed, you don't have to be a member of anything else. Just get this Blues for Marla, and then I have a cool jazz chart that's coming to you guys right in the folder. And all I have to do is hit that I approve you having access to the folder. It's my gift to my subscribers. So as we're going through Blues for Marla again, we're just doing a simple blues, but this idea of, so this idea of fifth, sixth, and root, right? And then tritone. And what I like to demonstrate is small amounts of material get us down the road faster, right? We're doing repetitions, so we're not overwhelmed, and at the same time we're getting some material in. So this we go. So I'm staying in this shape. I'll do it again. Everybody likes Blues for Marla. And then we have now watch this. See how I just took and adjusted. How about this? I kind of like that. Let me do it again. Here we go. And then I went and stopped on the fifth. Let's do that again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my email, just pull it up so I can see if anybody wants this PDF. I'll just approve you. So I need to make sure we do that. Let me check one second. Okay, so I should be able to see if somebody clicks on the folder. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. How about this? Work on the blues scale coming down, and maybe I'm going to do that again. Again, 3, yeah, 4. Now we're going to go minor third to major third. We're going to go. So Vance, I know you get it, but I just think it's important to talk about. Do you notice how if we have this one example, Blues for Marla, and we're turning around, or and it goes up there to the tritone. Well, even as a way of turning it around, I could just go dee-dum, dee-dum, da-da-da-dum, dee-dum, da-dum, and let a little time go by. Yeah, I just reversed it. You're exactly right. Now, this example right here, from Blues Volume 1, going up to that sixth note, we know it's a great Oscar Peterson / Ray Charles and millions of other amazing pianists. But this idea of the sixth note being such a crucial part of our blues playing, and even minor third down, we can go minor third for like Ray Charles coming down and sliding down. But what I like about this is this kind of example can work over the entire blues. Let me demonstrate that now. This is, I can't remember what number, but this is right out of Blues Volume 1, and we just do this, where we go. I kind of changed it a little bit. Now blues for Marla. Just doing that one lick. Blues for Marla. Hey, how was court, Vance? You got out, I guess, of court. All right, so now we have one like now, and I think that's my like. That's pretty sad. We have 6 people watching. I'm trying my best to give you a couple of free PDFs for my YouTube subscribers. Let's see if anybody's taking me up on this. The chart you're looking at right now with Marla's Blues is one of them. The other one is a series of jazz chords that are coming up. So just so you guys know, you can, while this stream is live, you can get it. But after that, I'm taking it down. So you want to grab them while they're on this live. Just my gift to you guys. All right, and if you have questions regarding practicing, theory, technique, songs, jazz songs, what to learn, classical, jazz, I'm here to help you. So while we're doing office hours, that's why I like to do that. All right, Vance, I'm glad that they let you out of court. Okay, going back to this idea of the blues, we're kind of going simple right now. Oh, we have six likes at this point. Good. I'm always showing one. Yeah, so Marla's Blues does demonstrate some important concepts. This idea of of this 5th, 6th root and this shape right here. I've written so many songs based on this shape right here because it gives us something to do where we can really enjoy playing the blues without a lot of stress. Because you can play that line starting anywhere. Yeah, that's exactly right, Vance. And it gives us a lot of confidence, doesn't it? If I know I can play this idea, I'll just go minor third to major third. And then flat 7 up to the minor third. So those two ideas. I actually have to be there on the F, sorry. And back. I can stay. Blues scale. Sometimes it's good to practice that up and down. 4-3-1, 4-3-2-1, 3-1, 4-3-2-1. to use 3 notes. And hey, Vicky. There he is. Let me stop this. Hugh, what is going on? So I'm glad. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the replay or saw, but we were asking about you, Hugh. It's not the same. You're the bookends of iMusicAcademy. I even said on there, I said, I got to follow up with Hugh and check and see. And I got distracted. But yes, I called out your name. Say, where is Hugh? Yeah, awesome, Hugh. That's good to know. I think you'll find, now I did a long stream today. I did one, instead of 35 minutes, it was more like an hour, but I think it was very helpful. We got a lot done today, and we talked a lot about jazz chords, so awesome. So happy that you're able to join us. Very cool. And Hugh gets this idea from this focusing on some simple amounts of material. Yeah, check it. It's long, Hugh, but somewhere in there I'm like, where's Hugh? Probably toward the end. But anyway, yeah, this idea of minor third to major third, and even from Blues from Marlowe, we're turning it around in so many different ways that you can do that, right? It's so nice to hang around in this area. And then you have this from Blues Volume 1, and you're still getting that minor third to major third. And then right here, you're just getting that flat third, kind of that Ray Charles feel. Okay? So let's turn this around. I'm going to demonstrate this a little bit more, but let's add a little bit of spice to this. When I say a little bit of spice, I'm just going to add the C6 lick and then the blues scale. Okay, so we're not going to go too crazy, but if you have more experience, I want you to take little things like this and play it in other keys, right? Play it in D or E flat or E, one idea, or F sharp, and really work on your fingers, because you have to hammer on the D flat, minor third to major third, hammer on, right? And B, you have to hammer on. Yeah, so as we spice it up, we're just adding the C, you can add the F if you want, and the G. So either that or the blues scale. But from a standpoint of focusing on material, we are going to work on Blues for Marla. And as we play the song, I want you to know that I'm doing variations of the song once I play the song through. And then to spice it up, I might add the C6 lick every now and then. All right, so I think it's important to know we have 8 people watching, and what I'm trying to stress is during this live stream only. After this live stream, I'm taking away this, but I'm trying to give away PDFs to my YouTube subscribers. My YouTube membership, they already have these. All Access, Chord Academy, they already have these. But I have jazz chords for you and this Blues for Marla for you. All you have to do is click on the link and it'll show me that you want access. And all I do is go, boom, you have access. It's my gift to my YouTube subscribers, and somebody needs to take me up on this, because while this stream is going live, it's there. As soon as it's over, I'm taking it up, just so you guys know. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and turn this on again. I'm showing you guys how to use this material. I was thinking, I want to give away some free PDFs to my YouTube subscribers, things that our academies already have. And I started loading up the folder, and then I thought, no, I need to do just 2 PDFs, one blues, one jazz, because I need people to understand that one, you need to do a lot of repetition in small amounts of material. Now, I'm guilty of giving a lot of material away to our academies. I realize that, but a lot of them really enjoy that. And I also enjoy different material as well. So here we go. Blues for Marla. 1, 2, 3, we go. Exactly, it's the way it's written. That's funny. That's funny. I'm trying to play and read Vance's comments. Okay, now let's improvise with that. How about this? How about again? There it is. Now I'll go to the C6 again. Here we go. And 2 and 3. 2 and 3. 2 and 3 and 4. All right. Here you go. Gerard. Let me know if I have that right, Gerard. Let me know. All right, should be good now. You're in the folder. Let me know that you got that. Yeah, I didn't know what I did at the end, but maybe it was the octave, and I'll demonstrate that here in just a second. Gerard, I hope you enjoy those. And if I'm saying your name wrong, then you can let me know that. But I hope you enjoy those. Jerry. Oh, what's up, Jerry? Awesome. All right, Jerry. I got it. Gerard, Jerry. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, awesome, yeah, I got you. All right, so as we're doing that, so at the end, Vance, I did this idea of octave, and I did like, just remember that I can go major third on D minor and all those. The only time I have to go to E flat is on the F chord. Another thing I can do, oh, you're welcome for those. So this idea of blues scale, it's really important to practice those, and you practice your C, F, and G. Awesome, yeah. So let's practice that a little bit. So now I'm just going to work on that one idea. 3 and 4. Now I'm just going ba 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 da da. It's kind of like pentatonic, right? That idea. So all right. Another thing, and so we are focusing on this material, but I want to make sure I'm showing you guys some important things related to something as simple as this. Notice that sometimes especially if I go up or down thinking about the blues scale, you'll hear me play the exact same pattern in my right hand. I'm going to go. And I do the same rhythm in my left hand. It gives you that Red Garland kind of jazz, it's just such a nice sound to play those at the same time. You're mimicking the rhythm in the left hand. And if you're just playing even the blues scale, up and down, you can get some really cool patterns and rhythms just by doing that. And let me demonstrate that. 2, 1, 2, we go. See what I'm doing? Let me do that. Now I'm being super busy on purpose, right? But I'm trying to show you guys this is a great way to practice. Just blues scale. Here's a great exercise. We're just gonna go 2 and 3 and I'm just going up to the minor third, down to the flat 7. Let's do that again. Now let's go up the blues scale. Yeah, so let me stop this. Let me get back into the chat room where I can actually see. Jerry says, reminds you of Red Garland style. I love it. Great groove. Yeah, so that's exactly right. So Red Garland had incredible swing, and also this big band lock hand style where you're just going, like no matter what you're doing, and he's mimicking the rhythm in the left hand. And it gives us that percussive, great big band sounding thing that you have working there. And right now, I'm practicing the blues scale as well as some simple improv ideas. So where I think I might need to write us an etude is this. Like, let's say we do the C6, which is such an important, like we hear that all the time. You hear Oscar Peterson, just so many jazz blues piano players, this. You know, that even on a slow blues, it's that sliding up, really loosey-goosey with it. But it's a really beautiful thing that gets our minor third to major third, the fifth and sixth, the same notes in Marla's blues, right? Blues for Marla. So as we're doing this right here, and then we're going, okay, the octave is a powerful thing. And we're practicing going up and down the blues scale. But here's an idea for an etude. We could go bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, 2 and 3 and 4. And stay there, bum, bam, bam. So I'm going up to the minor third to flat 7, and we go. Let me think what I did. Bum, ba, 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 ba. I'm gonna go to the flat 7, and then I went here, 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 and then I started again. So that will make a nice etude. We'll call it. I'll let Vance and Jerry help name this blues. It'll be something related to Red Garland without, and it can't be like blue. Actually, I'll let you guys get creative. It's sort of Red Garland, but bluesy style, and I think we're gonna have a nice melody. And as we're coming up with etudes and blues songs, just like I always do, and like to write these out, is I'm showing you minor third and the flat seven, super important thing. And then when I went up, then I went to the A7. I got to the A7, which sounded great, and I went ba ba, and then I did this ba bom ba ba bom. Now that right here, we goes blues for RG. That's good. Red, right, and blue. You guys, I like it. You're on to something. Now, y'all have to come up together with what this is actually going to be called. You have to have a consensus there of what you're going to do. All right, so let's turn this on, and I'll let you guys decide. You let me know what the final is, but I'm going to work on it as we go through this. We're going to go. I can put blue scale. Now, I'm not going to get too busy with the Red Garland thing right now, but a really important thing. I like that. See, wait, hold on a second. Sing red, that's good too, but you guys have to give me the final. But here's an interesting thing. We're not going to complicate it right now, but another thing that Red Garland did, which is really cool, is not just play the octave, but play the fifth in there as well. So you go like, and you could go, if you want to, you go. So you have that interval there is really nice. And it just really makes it thick when you go. Okay, so I could go. All right, red, what is it? Red. All right, keep them coming. But right now, let's go over the etude. I think it's going to be like this. 1, 2, and 3, 4. I don't think that's right. 2 and 3, yeah. right, let me check the chat really quickly here. All right, red, white, and blue also. I think so. Red, right, and blue. Oh, red, right, and blues. It's a locked in style. Red, right, and blues. Do you want an S at the end of that or no? All right, give me the end. Give me the last thing, and then we'll call it that, and then I'll write it out for you guys. All right, if you're just now watching me, blues are so much fun. Vicky says. Blues for a redhead. All right, I need Jerry and Vicky and Vance to give me the final version. If you're just now watching us, we're talking about practicing the piano, learning whatever it is you want to learn about the piano. If I don't know it, I'll ask my experts on the panel, Vance, Vicky, and Jerry. But what we're doing is I'm giving you guys some blues charts and jazz charts, actually 2 specifically. And this is for my YouTube subscribers, not for my Academy members. They already have all these things. But I just wanted to give you guys these gifts. So Jerry took me up on that, and he has 2 charts now. He has a jazz chart for chord voicings, and then also a blues for Marla. We're talking about how to practice. So my gift to you, but after this live stream, these go away. Right now you can click inside the chat and you'll see the link to it. And all I have to do is hit approve, just like I did for Jerry. And I want you guys to have these PDFs. And the way you're going to use them is make sure that you're going to go, give me the minor third to major third, and then you can make sure you go, you can turn it around in many different ways like we've been doing. Okay, Jerry says, I like blues for a redhead, but I can't vote for it because it's my suggestion, right? Going. Blues for a redhead. Blues for a redhead. What do you guys think? Blues for a redhead? And now the head, is that like the head of a song? And I mean, obviously it has many meanings, but is that the gist? I want to make sure I'm reading into that right. As in, hey, the song head, the song melody. And you're saying yes. I just want to make sure I'm right on that. Okay, so now's your chance to get the free charts. Remember, guys, I know we have a lot of non-members here, which is absolutely fine. I want you to know that you have to click on this link while I'm live, and then I'm taking it down. But there are some really cool charts. We're going to do the jazz things in just a minute. But I want to go through Marla's blues, and we're just practicing. We actually have a new blues that we've just come out of this idea of Red Garland. Red Garland, in addition to using the octave really well, using the same rhythm where you play the same thing in your left hand rhythm-wise. All right, it's a jazz pun on Red Garland's and the head of the tune. Yes, I got it. I just wanted to double check. And perfect. All right, so blues for a redhead. All right, I got it. And that is definitely copyright free and strikes, I think, on that one. So let's go over the melody here of blues for a redhead. We're going to go, good job on naming that. Here we go. We go minor third, down to the flat 7, C6, blues scale, and do it again. Then up to the flat 7, 2, and 3, and then the 9th, the flat 13, and we go chromatically down, and it starts over. That's so fun. It's a great exercise to do that. That's true. That's true. Yeah, it kind of cuts through, doesn't it, when you're doing that? You hear that? Now, a couple of things that I did that I think are important. When I went up to the A7, I did here, and I went like give it some oomph, getting that flat 7, and then I could come down. Do you guys like coming down, or just where I come down chromatically and then get to the 9th, or do you like this? 2 and 3 and 4, ba ba bum. Bum, bum, bum. Trex Max. Trey. We just want to call you Max. Hey, Max, we'll call you Max until you tell me otherwise. So go ahead and click on this. I don't know if you're a subscriber or not to my YouTube channel, but click and get these free PDFs. Any of you guys who even don't read music, you're going to want these because because you can learn about fingerings and even kind of follow along. You like the second one? Okay. All right. Well, hey, I love that. I have many of those myself. But we either call you Max or you can tell us what to call you. But click on the link and let me give you this free stuff. Okay, you like 9 or 10. All right, let me turn on the track again. Now let's go back and let's revert back to Marla's Blues, and then I'll show you how you mix these together, right? We're getting that lock hand style going, but let's get Marla's Blues. Now, here we go. And 3, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to go back to Marla's Blues. You like at the end? Let's try it. And 3 and 4. Here we go. And 3 and 4. All right, let me stop it and tell you something else that I did that is really important. All right, I'm going to say Max until you tell me. We just see if it was. Hold up. If there's any help I can get because I'm getting a piano. Nice. Very good. I would say starting with the blues is super important. Okay, so the next thing we can do, guys, is this. Watch this. I did and then I practiced going at the blues scale. To me, that works, right? Even though it's the scale going up, when you add that left hand with it, it's really nice. So watch, let's do that again. 1, 2, and 3. 2 and 3. And 2 and 4 and 2. and 2, 3, and 4, and 2, and 3. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 2. And 3, and 4, 2. And 3, 4. You can practice the scale all the way up and down. I like that idea of practicing going up, going ba 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 ba, just playing up and down. All right, let me check on the chat and see how everybody's doing. I kind of got a little lax with it. Let's see. Good thing is that at school we have a piano in the classroom, so I'm learning to play. Man, you need to go. You need to do that. So let's talk about a really important thing, because it doesn't matter really your age or stage in terms of your level, your ability. It's important to be able to play your first 5 notes of the blues scale. So we're going basics for just a second, because I know there are people out there that need to hear this, but like getting this, what I call shape 1, you getting the C, E flat, F, F sharp, and G, and notice that my hand just fits naturally over all those. It sounds bad when you push it all down, but this idea of you get this shape down, and then eventually you try to get it in both hands. But if you just have these 5 notes right here, you know that you can play the blues in any key once you start learning this little shape in different keys as well. And let me give you a really important example of this, all right? Age or stage, it doesn't matter. At iMusicAcademy, we have retired folks, a ton of retired folks. We have some jazz prodigies, some younger students. We have a nice mix of people. I love to teach. It doesn't matter your age. It just matters if you wanting to learn. So here we go. 1 second. Let me get a drink of water real quick. Okay. Let's go ahead and this part is for my beginners, intermediate players, and advanced players. This idea of simplicity. All those notes are going to work. Right? Just C and E flat. 3 notes. Doesn't matter the key, you can get these. This one shape. Now I'm going to add 4 notes. Here we go. and 3. And the great thing about this is we know when we're playing the blues, we talk about this all the time, this idea of the sixth note of the scale. If we're in the key of C, the sixth note is A, and we learn this idea of or we play the first 4 notes of the A blues scale. Something stuck in my throat. All right, here, this idea of the first 4 notes of the A blues scale. But then you can do the minor third to major third. So if you had this one shape and you learned it on C and you learned it on A, the first 4 notes, now you have a really amazing thing. Watch this. I'm all choked up. 3 and 4. A blues scale. Let me get another drink. 1 second. I get choked up thinking about the blues, don't I, Vance? Okay, so the first 4 notes of the A blues scale. Again. Now, so what I just showed you guys is 2 important things that you can do right away. One is the C blues scale, and then the A blues scale, the first 4 notes. You can even throw the 5th note in there, and that gives you that minor third to major third. But watch what happens when you add one other thing. So I'm going to start first by showing you a simple Oscar Peterson kind of idea, where I take the minor third and then I put the 4th note of the blues scale and I put E flat and then F and C, and I just do this. Okay, so simple bluesy kind of idea, and then if I want to, I can go a C minor triad. So those notes. So let's just add this, but I have a really cool thing coming next. This is really, really nice, okay? And it's going to totally change everything in the way you think about the blues when you add this one extra thing. But first, let's just take this simple. All right, hey, good to see you. So do we call you Trey or Max? Or Trey Max? You got to tell us that before you leave. Here we go. Thanks for hanging out. All right, Max. Max is good. All right, have a good one, Max. Good to see you. All right, guys, so let's go back to this little Oscar Peterson idea. Again. back to Red Garland. All right, you guys get the idea. All right, I'm going to remind you guys, we're probably going to go about 20 more minutes. I'm going to do a full hour. I don't even know when I started, but I'm going to go about 20 more minutes. And while I'm still live, you can get these free charts for my YouTube subscribers. You need to do it just like Jerry did. And as soon as this live is over, I'm taking it down. So all you have to do is click the link in the description. I'm going to put it in the chat one more time. And then I'll just approve you. Okay, there are no strings attached to this. It's just a gift of saying thanks. Are we really at 1 like still on this? If that's true, that's on me. All right, let's shift gears and let's go to our jazz chords. So the other idea, let me make sure it's changing on this. Yes, it is. Okay. I do have this new course that's going to be coming out. And it's based on jazz chords. And I'm going to show you a concept that we did this morning that's really important. This D minor 11, 2 triads, right? D, F, A, C, E, G. And what a beautiful sound, just like that. You have D minor and C major. And I love this because it's the simplicity of the triad, D minor, and then you just go down a whole step from any triad and you play a major chord. So let's do a little real-time practice. Let's do D minor and then C major. Okay? Let's do a couple of keys and I'll look at the chat. And we have 4 chords we're going to go over and work on these chord formulas. So pick another key. And we're not even in inversions right now. We're just on the simplicity of these chords. And I'll practice a few of these while I'm waiting for you guys to pick the key. What this does is you put a D minor and a C major together, and you get a D minor 11. That's the root of a D major scale. D major has 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. And all I'm doing is 1, flat 3, 5 of D major, flat 7, 9, and 11. You have this. Okay? So, I'm going to go to a different key. I'm going to go to F minor. Yeah, okay, so you said E flat. So E flat minor with a D flat major. Doesn't that sound nice? Keep the keys coming. Let's do a few different, just so you can get in the habit of using these chord formulas. The reason I show you all these jazz chords and things is because it's nice to be able to transpose these in different keys. Yeah, beautiful and reflective. And we're not even doing the inversion yet. The inversion's what gives you the amazing sound. So you say A minor, so A with a G. Doesn't that sound nice? So the left hand has the minor chord, right hand go down a whole step, G, and play a major chord. F minor, E flat minor, D minor, C sharp minor. And A minor with a G, that's right, A minor with a G. So as I'm playing through this, I want you to notice a couple of things that is happening as I'm practicing. I'm thinking about small amounts of material, and I'm also thinking about sitting on a voicing. I talk about this a lot. Sometimes it's a lick, sometimes it's a scale, but I sit on a voicing. And what this means is I don't just learn just what it is. Sitting on it means I'm going to spend a little time doing this idea. So D minor and C major. I can play a C in first inversion, so I can hear that. Second inversion. I can also do the same thing with my left hand. I can go, okay, here's D minor in inversion. Okay, that's a little low there, but what if I invert that? Oh, listen to that. D minor in inversion with C major. That sounds nice. Listen to this. Now, I'm going to show you guys, as we're sitting on a voicing, I want you to see, that's exactly right. Same formula has different results for the different keys. Notice as I'm sitting on this voicing, I'm doing D minor with C major. A couple of things that come to mind that you can do. If you know D minor and C major work so well together, you could do this. You can go. So D minor, and I play a C minor, C major. I could go here, I go. You guys see what I'm doing there? Vance gets it. Vance understands. I knew that Jerry understood, and I knew that Vance didn't. Yes, that's exactly right. I said Vance gets it, and I knew you didn't get it. Yeah, so D minor, and all I'm thinking is D minor or C major, and alternate it any way you want. You can go up like there. You can go up and down. You can go. Really cool sounds, isn't it? You just have this like D minor with C major. And we know that from our Gospel 101, you can definitely do that. I'm doing the same thing here. And I kind of like that. So right there, I did this where I go. I went to F and did like F major with Lydian, that B natural. I don't know. Let's figure out. Ah. Hazel. Hey, that is a great question. I don't ever look at the key, the software. I'm not even paying attention to it. But now that you ask, I'm like, oh, what is that? So it's no pedal versus pedal. And the only reason I would be using the pedal like that, because I hardly ever use the pedal, but if I'm using something like your minor triads, I'm doing pedal on, pedal off, so it doesn't get too crazy. Well, that's a brilliant question. Hey, that's not, hey, I can't believe I didn't even notice that. But what's really cool about that is now I think it could help people to understand. So you see how I'm using the pedal, right? That's why it's really quick. And then you hear, when I do stuff like this, it would sound bad if I go. So I go. And there are lots of blues in the middle of that. Man, what a brilliant question. All right, what other questions do we have? Let's keep going down the list of this. I still cannot believe, man, when I started, before I started teaching a lot like I did, if somebody was offering me free jazz or blues PDF, I'd be like, man, let me get it right now. All right, so again, all you have to do is click on, I'm going to keep putting the link in. As soon as this live goes over, I am yanking them down though. And you, no matter what, I'm not going to give them to you. If you ask me after the live, I'm getting you to jump in on the front end and grab these. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is talk about the next one on this PDF. Is this, you have G13. What a great thing to have. So root, flat 7, 3, 13, 9. And I'm glad Hazel mentioned this idea of the should know. Yes, you should request because I have to approve anybody. It's totally free. Boom. Yeah, just request that I give it to you, and I literally, like Jerry did. My reason for having it locked down is so I can know, oh, so-and-so wants this PDF. It helps me know who is actually wanting it and downloading it. Totally free. There are no strings attached. It's my gift to my subscribers. All right, yeah, there's the blues one we just did, Blues for Marla as well. Watch this. You have this, and you go, this G13 right here. This is so important. All right, Hazel. Let's see. Boom. And there you go. And just let me know It should be ready now, so go ahead and grab those. Okay, so watch this. G13, root, flat 7, 3, 13, 9. Okay? Now, look, notice we're talking about sitting on a voicing. Like, yes, you could play the whole loop. Right? That's great. Boom, 2, 5, 3, 6. But here's how you sit on this voicing right here. The chord formula for G13, we know G major has 1 sharp, and that's F sharp. But what I want you to do is root, flat 7, 3, 13, 9. We always spell our chord formulas left to right. So I'm going to sit on this voicing. I'm going to go, maybe quarter notes in the left hand, and I'll just go 1, 2, 3. So what I did there is I went down a whole step. Went down a whole step. Now I'm going to walk it up. And I'm thinking I have root, flat 7, 3, 13, 9. Ba, 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 ba. So what I'm doing there is just showing you how important it is and fun it is to really get used to one idea, right? One idea at a time. Root, flat 7, 3, 13, 9. And maybe go up to A flat. And down. So then I just went to the 4 chord of the blues because we can, right? You can go here, G13, and a 13 chord, just so we're clear, wants to go to a 9 chord. It wants to go to this like, or I can go to another 13. I can go here. Or I can go. To a 9. Yep. So if we're here at C9, and then we go up to D9. And all I'm doing D9, I'm doing a root and third, flat 7, 9, 5. I can go. Now we're going to go up to the 5 chord. And that time I went a 13 to a 13. All right, now that was good to just sit on that. Now this is very simple right here. A G triad with an E in the bass gets you a nice simple E minor 7. No problem right there, but it's really important to practice that. E, You go to the flat 7, so E, you have the root, flat 3, flat 7, flat 3, and 5. G triad. So you can think of going up a minor third and playing a major voicing. So F minor. So I go up a minor third and I play a major triad inversion. It's a nice, simple minor voicing. Now the next one is, this is the last one we'll end on, is this idea of the 3, 13, flat 9. This is what we call a money chord, right? One of our favorite voice leading kind of sounds. You have root of the A scale, flat 7, 3, 13, and flat 9. A major has 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. So we have this sound right here, that's root, flat 7, 3, 13, and flat 9 of the A scale. Now also notice that from an A7, it's also an F sharp triad in second inversion. But the most important thing is you think root, flat 7, 3, 13, flat 9. Now listen to this. Root, flat 7, 3, 13, flat 9. Now you guys know that we did a lesson earlier today where I talked about how when I first started listening to Oscar Peterson, it was doing that same idea of the flat 9, like E triad with a G, and you get that Oscar Peterson sound that you hear all the time on ballads, and I mean lots of songs, but ballads, and all I'm doing is taking the E triad and inverting it. Is that Brennan? Am I saying that right, Brennan? I've got to blow up the chat. Y'all can help me out if I have it wrong. Jazz for lunch. All right, so this idea, no, I cannot play Piano Man. I've never heard it either. All right, so we're going to continue with this. We're going to go... All right, very good. So, Brendan, you need to make sure you click on this. Grab these free charts. And remember, guys, these are going away as soon as the live is over. Piano Man is definitely a copyright strike. All right, so G13, right? And you have this with the flat 9. Okay? What do you think? Yeah, so you're just now coming in, you didn't know this. So what I'm doing this morning is, or this afternoon, is I'm giving charts for my subscribers. It's just a free thing. I'm totally kidding, of course. What's up, Anthony? Anthony is a YouTube subscriber. So Anthony, click that chart right there, or click that link, and while this live is going on, I'm giving away this jazz chord chart and also the blues chart. You guys need to do that. If you don't love Billy Joel, you don't love music. Hey, New York State of Mind is one of my favorite songs that I would play if I wasn't if I wasn't avoiding copyright strikes. I love those songs. All right, Anthony has requested to get these charts, so let me do that. 1 second. And so these two charts, again, the first one is this idea of, that's right, don't go changing. Yeah, just the way you are is another great one. So this idea of 5/6, flat third to major third, right? And this bluesy kind of lick, right? Some folks like to get away, take a holiday, and don't get me going there. Even there, you got your for New York State of Mind. You could do these same little tricks that we're doing. All right, Blues for Marla is there and so good. Why don't we end with a blues? Yes, Marla's Blues. Blues for Marla. Let's see. Hold on a second. I sent a request to see the chart. Okay, let me check. You know what I should do? What we should do? I did this last night at our worship practice where we were playing a song and I put jazz changes. It just freaks everybody out when you do that. All right, Brendan, there you go. I hope you enjoy those. You're always doing something. Oh, you're welcome. Awesome. Okay, so look, everybody, take these ideas and make sure you take D minor and C major, and remember you can invert those lots of different ways. That's right. It's not a stream, it's a river. It really is. Oh, you're welcome, Anthony. So D minor and C major. Like, how cool is that one chord right here? D minor and C major. The next one on there is you have this G13 to E7, E minor 7, and you have this A13 with the flat 9. All right, let's end with some blues. And you guys know I want you to take these charts. Maybe I need to put a track in there as well. But this idea of Blues for Marla, play it exactly as it is. That's not how it is, but it's sort of like it. And for Hey Vance, while I'm thinking about it, before you go eat, remember that you need to get your lessons, right? I have 2 lessons coming your way that my dad gifted you, and we just have to line up your time. You said on Saturday, can you do the lesson? But you got to give me more of a notice than that. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Again, Marla's Blues, or Blues for Marla. Again. I played that wrong. Now let's do the Red Garland Blues. It depends. Hold on a second. How did the blues sound? How does the blues? It depends how you're playing it. That's a great question. If you're playing it solo piano, you could go like this. Where it's simple. I don't know where your level is, but you can start there. Or you could play like a jazz line. Never wrote the lyrics for Rick's Blues? Yeah, why didn't you do that? I thought you had a team of people that was going to do that. That were going to do that. Anthony said someone from that was going to do that. Can't remember who. Maybe it was Anthony that was supposed to be in charge. Oh, thank you. All right, so Brennan, let me ask this question to you. So you have those two charts. What is more your style? This where we go. Or this. Or this. No, what I'm saying is, what do you like? Solo piano? Okay, so simple blues like this. You can do the eighth note too. You could go. Okay, so but I like to teach especially people who are just now starting out or beginners that style. But here's a cool thing that everyone can do. Let me put one more gift in for my people who have taken me up on getting these free resources. Okay, let me do this. I'm gonna go for blues example 1. This is change your life kind of stuff, guys. Blues volume 1, blues example 1, exercise 1. Anthony, how's your school stuff going? Aren't you in school right now doing something? All right, blues exercise 1. Where is it? Let's see if this is it. That's the wrong one. That's a good one, though. Okay, this will work. This will actually work. Let me pull up the folder. This will actually be, I think you guys will like this here. We're going to do... Let me show you what I put in there. So, for my, for Brennan and Hazel, Anthony, and anybody else who has signed up. Let me see. Brennan, Hazel, Anthony. Wait. Is Jerry still here? Jerry, did you remove yourself or did I remove you from the folder? Okay, so the next thing, let me show you guys this. This is really important. Okay, so this right here is my most famous lick at iMusicAcademy, right? It's the one that got us over 1 million views. One of the most horrible videos in terms of production level, but somehow it was very important. Okay, so you have this right here. And this right here where I'm going to go, this is written out like this. It's funny because I wasn't even planning on demonstrating that one. I'm going somewhere with this. Just give me a second. So a while back, I did this whole idea on you want to learn a bunch of different bass lines that are really cool. I did a course on how to lock up the hands, but we use one lick, and that's this lick right here. And the reason I show you that is because you want to learn solo piano blues where you're doing this right here. Brendan, you get the hands locked up. And then you're practicing ideas like Blues for Marley. We go, but you can also go 2 and 3. Let me do it again. Blues for Marla, where you go. So that's just one extra thing you can put in there. Like, get this down. And even the cool thing about licks like this is once you get this lick, it's the same exact motion for when you do the F and the G, the exact same finger movements. But when you go to the F chord, instead of playing this, or instead of playing the F up here, you can actually go to a C minor and go. Which is kind of nice, right? It can stay in that area. So let me tell you one other thing. So that PDF is in there as well. And let me just check. So if you're saying you didn't remove yourself, Jerry, that would be wise because you wouldn't have access to what I just did. Let me just check the drive again. Blues for Marla. Maybe I put it in the wrong folder. There's always a possibility there. Let me check. Oh, wait. I just closed it out. There's the therapy blues that I didn't go over today. So what did I call that? YouTube members free. Free charts for YouTube. Okay, let me check again and see who is a member of it. Yep, you're not in there, Jerry. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to add you again, and then you tell me if you got it. But download that this extra example that I put in here. All right, now I have some really important tips. I'm going to go a few extra minutes. Okay, so blues like this or boogie woogie. All right, I love this because you guys are asking really important questions. I'm going to take them one by one. What's the difference between a blues like this and boogie woogie? Well, boogie woogie, there are a couple different things. Like a lot of people will say this is boogie woogie. Okay, so this kind of bass line is a boogie woogie style blues. This is, of course, walking bass line. Okay, that's sort of walking jazz bass. This is considered a boogie woogie. But also, when people think of boogie woogie, they think of this. Boom, ba-doo. Right? And Oscar Peterson would double that all the time. Like if you remember, like in his solo stuff, whatever he was playing, he was doing that kind of thing. But that's a great example. Now, when it comes to, let me see. Yes, because it felt like boogie woogie. That's correct. Will this be live deleted after you finish it? Be able to go back and watch it. That's kind of undecided. I'm trying to think through that. What I always do or usually do is we have our YouTube member playlists. And we have our YouTube channel members, and we have all kinds of things. But I'm kind of at a weird crossroads because I have an amazing group of people, and they're extremely committed, and they work with each other and everything. But it's like I need to have more people signing up for the YouTube channel, even if they're not a part of the academies. We have a chord academy, we have an all access group, and we have a YouTube channel now, and it's growing, but it's way too slow now. And what I find is that whenever somebody joins, they don't ever leave. Like we might have had one person or two people leave over the last 7 or 8 months, but many of them have rejoined because I do give away so many resources and everything. But what I find is if I give too much away and too much stuff, then nobody signs up. And for me, I need people. I mean, I need people to invest in what I'm doing as well. Otherwise, I'm just not. It's not helping me grow, and so I'm still kind of at a crossroads as to what I'm going to do in the future with some of that. Okay, so let me keep answering. So implied Art Tatum, and Oscar. All right, so check this out with Art Tatum. Speaking of things, I'll address some Art Tatum stuff in just a second. Vance says a few extra minutes. All right. Do you have an app? I don't have an app, but I do have back-end websites and everything where people can access all the courses and things like that. Yeah. It all depends on which academy you're in and things like that. And I do have, for anybody who wants to know, the most ridiculous entry level is the YouTube channel where you just hit join. It's literally a cup of coffee at its lowest level. Most people like Vance and others, when you see people with little icons, they're members of the YouTube channel. And I give away so much material for you guys to practice. It's ridiculous. But so I use the YouTube channel membership, and then we have an all access group where people get everything to that. I do have back end things. So anyway, I can definitely talk to you guys about anybody interested in that. But that's my long answer, is that I have to change things a little bit because I do give away so much. And for me, I have to make it, this is what I want to do down the road. And I want to make sure that I'm build this up. So it's really important to me. But most importantly, I love to teach you guys. So so speaking of, let me say this with Jerry, when you talk about YouTube. So I do create etudes. In fact, I have a really cool thing that where I've done Ode to Oscar, which is an etude based on my love of Oscar Peterson. And even when I was showing you this right here, right, these little simple Oscar Peterson type licks. When I was first learning about Oscar Peterson, I would transcribe runs and ideas, and I've created tons of like Oscar Peterson type exercises to help you with the fingers, and I think it's really important. And same thing with Tatum. Like when I started learning about how to play the piano, like Tatum was one of the first things I learned how to do some of his diminished runs. And there's so many cool Tatum type tricks and things. All right, so what are the questions? Let's go for another Vance. I know Vance is out. What do you say, 8 more minutes? This has been a fun stream. I love the fact of having new people in the group. Extremely grateful for our academies, but it's also fun to get new people in here. All right, so as a reminder, when I end this stream, you will not be able to get in and get these materials. So I'm telling you now. And for those of you who did get these, make sure you use these ideas. Like this example right here is great to get in your blues and jazz playing. Remember, you can use jazz and blues together. They work beautifully. So like whatever song, you can always sneak that in there. And then to answer the question again about the app, there's no reason for me to have an app. I do have back-end website stuff. All right, so to pay for Elite, and I don't got money. Yeah, but you have to pay for Elite, and you don't. So, well, just to be very, hold on a second. Yeah, we'll end with that. Okay, let me answer this from Hazel really quick, and then I'll go back and address something for Brennan. How do you improvise your ability to comp and solo? I don't just mean baseline, but improvised left-hand compies really struggle with this. Hey, that's a great thing, Hazel. And let me answer by giving you a practical example, and then I want to go back and talk about something for Brennan. So hang in there. So I do have a website, iMusicAcademy.com, and you'll see tons of resources there and everything. Vance, thank you so much for your generosity. Vance, you're always coming through in the right moment. Thank you, guys. I am sincerely grateful for those of you who invest either in a membership or your donations. Every bit is, I really am sincere that I'm very grateful for you guys. And so thank you, Vance, for that. Vance is a member of the YouTube channel. Now, here's the thing. Brennan, you says for Elite, I think the way the structure is, it's somewhere $15 or whatever. I'm talking about the YouTube channel, where there's tons of resources. There are resources for days, right? And there's back-end videos to watch. There's all kinds of things. It's my newest thing that I've done. I'm not even talking about the other academies. We have 17 or 18 people in there right now, and it's growing, and they all love each other. And again, it's different ages and different stages of life and different abilities, and we absolutely love everything about it. But it's also a really good way to organize the material, and you get access to all these charts that you're seeing and these ones that I'm giving you guys today. You have so many resources, courses, and everything. So yes, I do have a YouTube channel, iMusicAcademy.com. You'll see tons of courses that are available, but you don't have to get any of those unless you're looking for specific resources. So there are tons of things you can get. Now, Brennan said, I'm going to give you a practical example, Hazel, in just a second. But Brendan says something about the lowest thing of the YouTube channel. If you hit join, I don't know if it's $5.99 or $7. I don't know if it recently has gone up $2 or something. I don't know. It might still be $5.99. But literally for a price of a cup of coffee, as Vance says at Starbucks, you get access to tons and tons of things. Now, what I've been doing, and everybody knows this, is it doesn't matter the level you are. I have 3 different tiers, but I've been giving everybody everything. So if you're at the lowest tier or you're at the highest tier, I've been giving you guys all the resources. And that's important to know, because what I've noticed is those who can afford to go to the, or maybe even if they can't, they're able to go to the Elite membership, and it helps support other people who maybe can't afford it as well. And so the other thing, Brendan, I'll say is this. I did mention to our members that I'd like to create some kind of scholarship fund to help some people, if there is a financial situation, or maybe there's a student that can't afford to do it. Now, if I could press a button and make you a member, if you didn't have the funds, and say, here, have access to the membership in YouTube. It doesn't work like that. You can't do that. You have to be on a subscription kind of thing. And I've stated this before, I support other YouTube people as well. So I think it's really important and very helpful. Vance says he got 2 free personal lessons from his dad. Yes, my dad gifted Vance about last week. He said he wanted to give Vance 2 lessons. So I'm going to teach Vance 2 lessons coming up very soon. And in addition to having these lessons, I do teach privately in person where I live, but also private lessons on YouTube. So I do that as well. So all of it helps me financially move to what I want to do. But Hazel, let me. So anyway, back to this scholarship thing. It's really important. Is that I'm going to still investigate that. And if Brendan, if for some reason you couldn't afford the $7 or whatever a month, but you'd have to be able to let me know the situation and everything. And I'm trying to think about a scholarship fund and ways we can do that. So anyway, Hazel, here's what you're going to do. I get the struggle of learning how to improvise and comping. So I'm going to give you some tips. The first one is this. You're going to take your blues scale, first 5 notes. I need to note that Hazel's still here, and I'm going to roll these tips off. And then we're going to end this lesson. And remember, you won't be able to get these free resources after this lesson. So here we go. First 5 notes of the C blues scale. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit a C9 chord. So I'm thinking chord formula, and I'm thinking E, B flat, and D. So a C9 chord that's going to work beautifully. If you were doing a Bill Evans, you wanted a thicker voicing, you can add the A. It gives a nice C13 voicing. And if I wanted to, first, I'm going to go what I call automatic pilot, where I get this going up and down on purpose, and I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit my C with this, okay? And I'm just practicing on whole notes right now. And the next thing I'm going to go is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So then the first thing I'm going to do is figure out where is the and of 2. 1 and 2 and. The and of 2 in this scenario is going to lock up with the F sharp. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, why a C9 and not a C or a C7? It all depends on the context of what you're doing. In this case, Anthony, I'm showing you a blues pattern, the 5 notes of the blues scale, that's going to work not with a C7 or a C6 or a C major 7. It's going to work with a C7 because I'm playing the blues scale and blues scale notes. Does that make sense to you? The other thing is, if I was playing a C6, I would be more likely to use like an A minor pentatonic with a kind of a minor third to major third sound. That could be C major. Does that make sense? And 2 and 3 and 4. And 2 and 3 and 4. So it all depends on the context between the left hand and the right hand. In this case, I'm saying, Hazel, I want you to do a blues, and we're going to take the first 5 notes. So right now, what we're working on is coordination between the left hand and the right hand of getting some rhythm in our left hand comping. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah, so if you ever hear me say the Vance, I'm doing the Vance. Vance in his etude has this. And whenever I do that, I'm doing it to honor Vance. And all that is a C, 1 down to the 6th chord, and do a flat 9 and the flat 13. All right, so Anthony says, haven't learned the theory behind the blues and a 9 chord. Yeah, so Anthony, even more simple is this idea that if you do a C7 chord, you play a C chord, and a C7 has the flat 7, right? That's your bluesy, your Mixolydian scale, right? Or your blues scale, you could use that if you're playing the blues, right? But when you add a 9th, it just gives a little extra color to your C7, right? And the bass player often is playing the C down here, so really we don't even need the C. So now we do a 3-note voicing that implies the 3rd and the flat 7, which really outline the blues. The chord. If you put the 3rd and the flat 7, that's really all you ever need. And you'll hear, these are called guide tones. When you do the 3rd, the flat 7, naturally wants to do this. The C chord has 3 and flat 7. I always spell my chords going left to right. But watch this. A 3 flat 7, C, 7, goes to, down a half step, goes to a flat 7, and 3 of the F scale. So they're called guide tones, and they move by half steps in this scenario, right? And even if I was playing C7 and a bass player's doing his thing, listen to how these two notes really outline the chord. Okay, now watch this. F chord, flat 7 and 3, back to C. I could go to A7 with those 2 notes, D minor with 2 notes, and then 1, 6, 2, 5. So even jazz piano pros over the year, like the most famous of all time, sometimes will, instead of playing a C9 or a C13, they'll play a 2-note voicing because they just need, that's all you need really to make it to outline the function of that chord. If you understand that, got it in the chat. And back to Hazel, what I love to teach is how to lock up the hands. So if I'm doing this 5-note blues scale and I go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so even by playing it slow and straight, you're starting to build up muscle memory. Now, let's take that one more level. So what if we did the end of 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And then we did the end of 2 and the end of 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So then you put it with the jazz blues where you play the whole thing through. I'm going to put the jazz track on now, and let's demonstrate this in real time where we go. And 2 and 3 and 4. But I'm going to show you in just a second. So watch this. Let me stop this. Hazel, I promise you, I understand what you're saying, but listen to this. You're saying the exercises like these are so simple, but the moment you try to throw in improv, it gets much harder and it feels like some kind of middle step. It's not that, but it's the way, thank you again for the nice compliment, Hazel. But watch this. So as you're doing this and really doing this, where if you're doing 1 and 2, and I'm restricting what I'm doing 1 and 2 and 3. I'm doing short, kind of. Sometimes I'll do long, short, but we're building up muscle memory. And this is important because you're going to move after this. Then you start to say, all right, well, how am I going to put this into my real playing? And I have the answer for you is this. This is why I've been breaking things down today, like Marla's Blues, where we did this, 3, 4. This is exactly the way it's written. Here we go. Now watch this. Now I'm going to just do the tritone. Here we go. I'm going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So what you're going to do, Hazel, is break it down like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again. Maybe just the left hand only. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. How about the first 4 notes of the A blues scale? Again. 4 and 1 and 2 and 2 and So right here, all I'm thinking is left hand. All right, let me stop and check the chat. And all I was doing, that whole idea was just Marla's Blues. Awesome. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hazel, you're gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and round and 2 and 3 and 4 and dot, 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 and just go simple like this. And 2 and 3 and 4 and bum 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 bum. All right, so you're welcome for that, Hazel. Anthony says, even with triads, playing them all in root position is easy, but using inversions on the spot, absolutely, without figuring out the notes is hard. Yep, Anthony, and the way you're going to get that is I would say keep doing your triads for now, and even use them around with the blues. Like, for instance, I want to give you a tip, Anthony, of doing this. Let's say I'm going to use triads only, and I go. I'll do root position. Now G minor, C, F diminished, F sharp diminished. Now I could go dominant. Just doing root position. Again. G minor, C major. F sharp diminished. And 2 and 3. Now I'll use half steps. How about wait, let me do it right. I'll try to stick with just root position. I really want to do like half steps on any note, but let me not do that. So half step below the C. That already is giving some life to it. Diminish. Half step, tritone. Now notice that I did minor third to major third on the triad. I went. Advance. Let me do that again. Minor third to major third. All right, now, even if I did this right here and I went ba da 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 ba, and I did minor third to major third. Still thinking triad, just minor third to major third. And then on the minors, I could go, or. What I really like is after you do your root position, Anthony, you're going to go to your first inversion, right? It's a little different from a visual standpoint, but I really love the way the second inversion lines up. So you have on F, minor third to major third and going down. That's such a nice thing to do. All right, triads only in any order. And I'll see if there are any other questions and we'll call it a day. Triads only. I don't know if you've seen all my etudes that I've created with triads and seventh chords, but they're kind of fun. Let's see if I can speed this up. What happens if I speed this one up? It should be getting faster, I would think. Oh, it's not speeding up. Oh, wait. Let me see. Oh, I have the wrong one. Let's try this one. Oh gosh, that's too fast. Hold up a second. Oh, that one has the changes. We don't want that. I just want regular. Well, that one has this. It kind of messes up the etude, but oh well. Let me try it again. 2, 3, 4. That's a little fast, but good workout. All right, here we go. He should stop. And right after my 2. All right, let me go back and read the chat and we'll wrap it up. All right, my last appeal. I am not playing anymore. If you don't have the charts, you need to get them. Last chance. I'm glad that you I thought I saw, I don't know if Anthony's still here, but I thought I saw where you're going to take trumpet lessons or something again. That's pretty cool. You'll have to keep us posted on how that's going. All right. Poets Blues, just saying. Let me see. Let me catch up on the chat and see. We had class this morning. Yes, we did. Trumpet lesson. Very good. All right, for the next 1 minute, actually 2 minutes. For the next 2 minutes, you can request any future lessons, like what you guys want me to work on. Anthony, let me give you a trumpet tip. I'm not a real trumpet player, but I do fake trumpet. But buzzing for days, like thinking that's going to get your sound, I mean, it kind of helps, but it kind of doesn't. Think blowing as well. Blowing as opposed to, like, I remember I was playing for a friend of mine. He's like, quit buzzing so much and just play, blow through the horn. So yes, it's kind of a mix of both. You want me to play Blues for Marla? Wrapping this up with Blues for Marla? Anthony did donate $10 to the stream, so of course I will do that. All right, let me take it off of that really fast blues that we're on. I mean, whatever Vance wants, he gets. Blues for Marla. And while I'm playing this, Vance, you can put in there an appeal to anybody who still needs to get these charts. They're about to go away. And it's free, absolutely. Vance, that's probably your best line of the day. No buzz driving. Man, Anthony, got to be focused on the road. I can't wait to tell my dad that. Yeah. That's funny, man. Hey, that's another fun thing. Hold on a second. Vance, even in a jazz blues, do you notice how I just did that little block chord walk up? Okay, everything must go. I love that. Vance is still at Kmart. You've got 16 measures, and then we're closed. I like that. What a gift today. Awesome, Anthony. 2-hour plus stream. Anthony, we need to try to do a fundraiser for you to become a member of the YouTube channel somehow. Kmart, Rickroll, Blue Light Special. If anybody out there, so Anthony, if somebody is able to help get you a scholarship to the lowest level at the YouTube channel, I'm saying if, because I would have thought you would have been a member by now, as active as you are. But let's just say that if somebody was able to give you a scholarship, do you have a checking account to where you could subscribe to the channel, the Google channel, so that you could have access to that? I feel like, Anthony, I think you need to dig in. The problem is time. Anthony, you say that. The problem is not time. The problem is not time. Hold on. I have the money myself, but I'm missing time to watch all this content. No, but that's not it though. Uh I think you need to focus in on the resources. Vance, you're so funny. You need step by step how to do this. Hey, she'll be fine. Yeah, I can understand about the trumpet. And you're a true musician, so you have to do it for your own good. Yeah, that's normal. All right. Very good. And I want to make sure always there's never a money issue. And we have people like even Vance. Vance is willing to help you out, and I know people that would be willing to help people out as well. And so I am always looking, and that's why I brought up a couple of weeks ago. I brought up the idea of there are some students out there and people who would definitely benefit from the YouTube channel membership. And if that's the case, we want to make sure that we are able to scholarship somebody. So thank you, Vance, for being available. And Anthony, thank you for being upfront with all that. That's very helpful to know. But I do think you have time to dig in wherever you are. Keep digging in and getting... I know, like the idea of watching a 2-hour stream again. I do it sometimes, these 2-hour streams, just to encourage you guys and connect. So it's definitely not a waste of time for me. That's right. Vance will tell you how to get out of trouble. Surprise her with a jazz song. That's what you do. That would be amazing. You could do write her a jazz song. You could do like take the chords from the lesson. What's that song? Do you sing, Anthony? You could sing I love you for sentimental reasons. I hope you do believe me. I'll give you my heart. I love you, and you alone are meant for me. Please give your loving eyes to me, and say we'll never part. I think of you every morning at iMusicAcademy and dream of you every night. Darling, you're never lonely. What is it? What's the next part? I guess the trumpet might be harder for you to get brownie points if you're just starting on the trumpet. Darling, you're never lonely, lonely, if ever inside. Da, da, da. All right, let me check to see if anybody else is getting these resources, and we'll call it a day. It's been fun. Thank you again, Vance, for your $10 donation to the channel. Much appreciated. And we'll go trumpet so hard comparison to the piano. It's hard. I will tell you lately. Oh, thank you, Jerry. Jerry, that is awesome. My Romance would be a good one. My romance doesn't need to have a moon in the sky. My romance doesn't need a blue lagoon standing by. No, mine. If I had to buy one thing from you, the most beginner thing you have, own pace lessons, video, PDF, what would it be? The most beginner thing you have. And your own pace lessons, video, PDF. That's a good question, Anthony. What I would say, I have plenty of those kind of courses, but I would rather give you a course. It would be cheaper, and then what you do is you see what it's like on the front end, like as a part. You read music, right? Yeah, if you told me exactly what you're looking for, I'll just send it to you, Anthony. But I'm telling you, I think you would benefit. I understand you say you have memberships of other things. Everybody's done that. But you gotta, if you want to get focused and like really dig in, because it sounds like if you're into piano and trumpet, you just gotta get some focus on it. Like I have blues volume 1 through 4, and I have blues alternate variations. There's the easy jazz. There's all kinds of things. There's the shapes chorus, super helpful. Right hand patterns. There's like 20 of them of things you can do. So, I mean, I have courses and things for days, but I like the idea of digging in with some, hey, I need you to do this. And you get that from the courses. I mean, it takes you right through the course from beginning to end, but there's something about community is really nice. That's why you don't hear me selling, like going, hey, go to my website and buy this or that. Because like for me, it's about community and let's do this together. How to go from chords and melodies? Sure. Yeah, Anthony. So, like for instance, if I did this right here, and he wants to struggle for start. You know, I used to do 5-minute practice sessions. I might still do those. Yeah, I have all of those. You're buying it right now? Anthony, I'm telling you, okay, All right, let's go to my website. I'm sitting here telling you I'll send you whatever. Let's go to my website and see. By the way, I have a guy that's working on a new website for me. It's my same web guy, but all right, blues volume 20 tips for 5. All right, Anthony, here it is right here. 20 tips for 5-minute practice success. Boom. And Anthony, what I'll do for you is, in addition to doing what I keep doing for you, is giving you lessons and guidance. I'll send you an entire complete course of your choice. In addition, like if you want Blues Volume 1, it's a great, easy, I mean, it's all 10 licks. It's this lick for blues. How to play it exactly, slow motion, how to play it. It's this lick. It's this lick. It's this lick. It's this. So it takes you through 10 licks with one bass line. Of course, it has the other chord, the F and G, and how to play it this. But 20 tips for 5 minutes. Anthony, this is the course you need. It took me 2 seconds to figure that out. Wait. Oh, let me check. Hold on. I lost the 1 second. Okay. Thank you, Anthony. Anthony, that's the one. If you're going to do it, thank you for your generosity, Anthony. That's really awesome. I was worried that I know you're in school, and there are other people, and I'm always worried, like, I don't ever want financial issues to be a reason you can't join our YouTube channel or any other academy. So thank you for that. Anthony, at least let me gift you another course along the way. I would go right now and do... Also, the website is a little bland. Yes, it's a little stiff, and you're right, it is. That's funny. I'll tell you why I think it's good for you is that course right there it takes you from the very beginning of how you can use the first 5 notes, and now you turn it into jazz by turning it around, and then we get into this. Boom. All right, now, Anthony, thank you. I see where your order just came in. Thank you, guys. And anybody watching this, I do very much appreciate when you guys want to support the channel by going to iMusicAcademy. Yeah, the 50 days to Flying Fingers is about to be in a... that's my favorite course that I've ever done in my life. And it's the most comprehensive thing I've ever done. And that one's about to be a membership kind of scenario. It is so involved and so amazing. Like, I love, love, love. It's older, but it's such a good thing. All right. Yeah, you did. All right, Anthony. I'm gonna give you tips here. I want you to can you pull up the PDF really quickly? Because I want to show you something really important. I know what you're gonna say, actually using it. So Anthony, what you're gonna love about this is that course does, what do you do when you don't have time to practice? And see, we're solving your issue right now. You're saying, yeah, go ahead and just pull up the course. I want to show you, you should have an index, and you can skip around, do whatever you want, but it gives you like 2 measure phrases. There's everything from how to do the Ray Charles, right, to how to do this walking bass line of 1-6-2-5. I know that's in there. And then tons of licks and 2 measure phrases and things. I think you're going to love it. Whenever I create a course, it's also for my own practice as well. It's like whatever I've been working on. All I want you to do, Anthony, is click on it and make sure you have the, wow, how do I download the PDF? All right, so in your email or on your checkout page, there is a like a download link. I'll wait. Found it in my email. Go ahead and pull it up and make sure you see the index. And then the way all of my courses work is you can click on like the top left of each example and you'll see like a camera icon. It'll take you to the private YouTube channel. And then, but go ahead and do it. Okay, 9 pages. So when you click on it, Anthony, you should see an index that has different examples. Is that correct? I just want to make sure it's the most updated version that has the clickable index with a bunch of ideas. I should even pull it up. Okay, very good. So Anthony, this is the perfect example. Like, you know, you have 5 minutes to practice. You can pick one of those, 20 examples, and then you can click the video examples to go along with your sheet music. 5-finger pattern is the first one. There you go. That's right. That's right. And it shows you different ways to practice that one idea. And Anthony, it's not just meant that you do it in C. It's that you can also learn to practice that one idea in some different keys as well. You also have the C6 lick is in there as well. So you learn how to do that, and you need to practice it in different keys. Okay? Anthony, that's perfect. That's perfect for you. So what I can do for you, Anthony, since you don't have a lot of time and you're wanting structure, that's your course. Like you knock out example 1, or any of them. But I've had the chart. What I would do, Anthony, so usually the way I like to practice, you can do whole steps, half steps, whatever you want to do. But a good way, when you say the circle of fifths, you think, the way I like to do is I think of C up to F. So going up, it would be like the circle of fourths. Going down, it'd be like the circle of fifths. Same note, C down to F or C up to F. Yeah, I don't do it that way. I do it C up to F, B flat, E flat, A flat. So I'm going around, going up in fourths, which is just like going down in fifths. Does that make sense to you? And the reason I like to do that is because, like, think about the blues, for instance. Are you more likely to go C, G, or are you more likely to go to F, up by 4, just like the blues, C. Now I'm an F, now up to the 4th. And watch this, D up to G is a 4th away. A up to D is a 4th. D up to G is a 4th. C to the 4 chord is a 4th. Okay, so blues has more of a 1 to 4 progression. Yeah. I mean, music in general, almost any song you could think of, a lot of times you're more likely to go from a C to a F, a lot of the time. Not necessarily all the time, but anyway. That's what I like to think of it. It's just more of a natural thing when people talk about going around the cycle. In my opinion, I think they think more of like C to F to B flat to E flat, A flat. Right? And just like you see, when you hear the most common progression in jazz is 2, 5, 1. D up to G is a 4th. G up to C is a 4th. And I can go 4 of C, up a 4th, 7, and I go 3, 6, 2, 5. So if I go 3, E up to A, 6 is a fourth. A up to D, 2, 5, 1. All right, Anthony. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you, Vance, for supporting the channel, and anybody else. Now you really, I'm gonna put up a timer. Everybody's last call to download this for free. These charts here. I think you'll be blessed by doing them. If you're just joining us late, as soon as I get done with this live, I'm taking this link down. I'll put it in the chat one more time. Last call. And it's just if it says restrict or whatever, I just hit that I accept you on there, and you'll right away download those two charts. One's a jazz chart, the other is a blues chart, and several people have already taken me up on that. It's just a free gift. All right, guys, here we go. Time to stop the stream. 30 seconds. Here we go. All right. Oh, Memphis, you already have this stuff. But I'm going to let you have them anyway, so you don't have to get inside the YouTube channel to get it. But it's good to see you. All right, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's it. Good to see you, Memphis. All right, guys, you have 30 seconds to say goodbye to each other, and make sure you say hi to Memphis on the way out. I'll see you in the next one.